The trench remained completely silent as men crouched in the darkness, listening to distant artillery rumbling behind them. Before sunrise broke, he wrote home, promising his safe return to his family. He meant every single word. A chaplain murmured quiet prayers into the darkness while no one responded, just steady, shallow breaths all around. Officers hovered nervously over their maps, with lines drawn and times whispered quietly between them in hushed tones. Steel artillery lined up behind them in rows, shell after shell waiting patiently to rip the ground apart. One trembling hand gripped the whistle tightly, while the other formed a desperate fist. Words failed them all. Then it began, with barrage after barrage erupting, making the sky convulse violently with every thunderous, devastating strike. Thick smoke rolled over the enemy's trench like fog as someone muttered hopefully that they were all gone. Rifles were checked carefully and methodically, straps tightened securely, and a family photo was kissed one final time. The whistle screamed loudly through the air as boots struck wooden ladders and thick mud gave way beneath. They climbed into thick fog, where some rushed forward bravely, while others hesitated before vanishing into gray silence. The land ahead was completely shattered and broken, with twisted wire, dead trees, and debris scattered everywhere around. Then fire erupted suddenly from nowhere, as the line lit up brilliantly and the earth shook violently beneath. He dropped heavily to the mud as friends around him disappeared completely into thick smoke and soft soil. He dove desperately for cover as water surged in deep craters and sharp bayonets spiraled dangerously past him. A voice cried out behind him, broken and desperate with pain, but he didn't dare look back again. A runner lay perfectly still, with his important message clutched in hand, words that would never be spoken. An officer shouted orders frantically into the chaos, but wind and explosions swallowed every sound completely and utterly. They pressed flat in the cold mud, where even breathing felt dangerous and threatening to their very lives. Some crawled back slowly, while others tried desperately as the trench loomed far away and eerily quiet. A helmet lay in complete silence on the ground, the only echo remaining of someone's entire precious life. Figures staggered back, limping and helping each other along, while nothing but ruin and destruction remained behind them. The trench welcomed them again, with no victory to celebrate, just breath, thick mud, and haunting ghosts everywhere. A medic dragged one more wounded soldier inside with no words spoken, just grips that wouldn't let go. Letters lay torn in the dirt, unopened and completely soaked in the cold, relentless morning rain falling. He stared at a family photo of people smiling happily when he no longer could manage to smile. Names were written quietly and carefully as a trembling hand moved slowly, recording one name after another. He built a cross from splintered wood and sharp barbed wire, carefully carving in a fallen friend's name. The trench stood empty again, with boots gone, voices silenced forever, and complete stillness finally returning to stay. Above it all, the vast sky watched everything unchanged, vast, indifferent, and completely eternal through all time.